Hello, beautiful soul. How's it going with getting your message out to the world? You know, that deep, passionate desire that you have for sharing your message or your coaching methodology with a wider audience. Are you confident that you can really communicate what makes you special and unique? And how are you doing with expressing the value that you bring to people? Well, if you are struggling to get noticed, earn respect, and grow your business, I'd like to help you out with that. If you haven't met me already, I am Dr. Andrea Pennington, the Managing Director for Make Your Mark Global and creator of the Authentic Personal Branding Bootcamp. And I am personally on a mission to raise the visibility, the profile, and the prestige of coaches, mentors, healers, and transformational leaders everywhere. I work with soul-inspired people like you who have a message, a product, or book in them, but they don't know how to get it out to the masses. Now, my specialty is conscious communication and leveraging the media to bring you and your message to a global audience. And wouldn't it be great if you could reach millions of people instead of just a few hundred or 1,000? Well, the key to getting that global exposure is building your authentic personal brand platform. Now, a platform is the base from which you can really step up and out and share your message with millions of people around the world. And let's face it, there are millions of people waiting for the brilliance inside of you. So I would like to invite you to join me on a 10-day bootcamp for the Authentic Personal Branding Bootcamp. Now, this system is all about authenticity. So we're not talking about creating a copycat brand. And we're not talking about puffing up your ego or trying to make you look different than who you really are. Authentic personal branding is about sharing your truth, your heart, your passion, and your personality so that people can connect with you. Now, I bet you probably already have had one of these experiences, whether one-on-one or in a small group, where people can feel you and they instantly get a sense that you are genuinely there to help. So, how do you extend that around the World Wide Web? How do you give people that sense that you are the right coach or healer for them? How do you communicate that you're truly in this to see them get better, not just to make a quick buck? Well, all of that is built into the Authentic Personal Branding System. And for this 10-day bootcamp, you're going to have my help and my guidance and my support to do just that. We start off by building your brand ID, your brand identity. It's the essence of you. This is what comes out in your position statements. These are literally the written or spoken statements that explain your mission, your passion, your methodology, and your underlying philosophy. When you can clearly communicate that in a way that actually lands in the hearts of the listener and gives them a sense of who you really are, your essence, your energy, well, then they're more likely to have an affinity for you and your personality. Then they will believe in your credibility. And it all starts with authenticity, not being a copycat of anyone else. And so that's what we'll do in this 10-day bootcamp. Have you ever tried to hire someone to create your website, brochures, flyers, business cards, stuff like that, only to find that they tried to shove you into some little template that didn't really represent your energy, your vibe, or your essence? Well, I want you to be able to communicate who you are, what makes you unique, so that then you can share that with a designer who can really see you and understand you. So I'm going to help you create your style book so that you have all of the colors and the fonts and the imagery that really represent you. Then you can have materials created that most reflect your vibe and personality. Now, you can hire people like me who can help you do all of this process for you. But if you are a DIY kind of person, I've created this program to be accessible for you. So where do you begin? Well, join me for this 10-day personal branding bootcamp, and we will take you through the MVPs system, where we literally draw out what makes you unique and valuable and special, because you are. We will use my RSVP method to come up with your value proposition and the easy peasy way to communicate what value you bring to people in a non-salesy, non-slimy way. And I'll help you create your brand dictionary. This is where you capture your philosophy and key message statements that need to be repeated and sprinkled into all of your brand materials, your blogs, your videos, and social media posts, so that no matter where your potential future customer comes in, or maybe even someone who is scheduling speakers for the next big event or podcast, they will get a feeling and a sense for who you are across all of your platforms, including your website, your social media, and even a brick and mortar location if you have one. So that's what this branding bootcamp is going to do for you in a short period of time. Now, a lot of people tell me, hey, Andrea, I want to get on TV, but don't go look at my website just yet because I'm working on it. And then they come back and show me something that doesn't even represent the brilliance of them, let alone capture a potential audience's attention. So maybe you already have that part worked out, but you need to attract people to join an email list, for example, so that you can continue your interaction and build a relationship with them. Well, we're going to help you with that too. Because in the Personal Branding Bootcamp, you will clearly identify your ideal client and build an avatar profile. You will describe the type of person that you are most likely to help. And when you build out this customer avatar, it's going to help you learn how to communicate in a way that creates resonance, that creates a connection with them. And again, personal branding is about creating lasting bonds between you and a potential client. And you can strengthen these bonds over time as you interact with them more. So if you've seen me on stage or on videos or on one of my Facebook rants, then you know that I am all about relationships. I'm all about connecting from the heart and soul. And when I connect with you, I can see your brilliance. I can see what's unique about you. But so many times I work with people who aren't able to communicate that brilliance with other people. So, for example, I had somebody who really believed that she had a TV idea that would just smash it out of the park. And when she communicated it to me, I got it. I mean, I could see it. And it was actually totally awesome. So she asked me to introduce her to the producers at the Oprah Winfrey Network. Now, because of my relationship with the Discovery Health Network, where I was the medical director and spokesperson, which has since turned into the Oprah Winfrey Network, or OWN, I had an in. So we flew to California and we sat down. And guess what happened? She froze. She started stammering and babbling. I think she was kind of starstruck. And she wasn't able to communicate, one, the show idea, and two, what she was bringing to the table as a mentor and coach. Now, we often get into situations when we're in front of an ideal client or someone who might be able to help us in our career, whether that's an investor or a media booker. And we choke. I've been there. We get flustered. I've done that. But when you've done the deep personal branding work that involves writing, rehearsing, and fully embodying the best of you, it will become so easy and natural. And the good news is that once you've done all of this personal branding work, you now have set the stage for stepping up your game in every other area of your business, whether that's coaching people one-to-one, selling from stage, getting on TV, or creating your own signature program. It all starts with having a strong platform or a position which gives your audience this connection to your authentic personal brand. Well, I would love to coach and mentor you and be your cheerleader during this 10-day bootcamp and the following months. So click the button here and join us. Then you will finally be able to articulate what makes you special and how you have the power to transform lives. I look forward to seeing you during this 10-day bootcamp, in which you get access to all of the videos and all of the training modules and worksheets for life. So you can do this process over and over again every time you have a product launch or every time you have a book to promote. Plus, we have 3 live Q&A sessions during the bootcamp kickstart. And during this special bootcamp, you have me right there to give you laser coaching on the hot seat for feedback and support. So if you are ready to build your authentic personal brand with confidence and peace of mind based on the authentic, real you, your strengths, your values, your passions, and your talents, Then join me for the Authentic Personal Branding Bootcamp. I'll see you there.